My boy, I had no idea you were from such noble blood. I hear you and your sister were saved from cultists when you were just children. Baumusu was quite the hero too when he was your age.
What's that? Oh, more beer! And some potatoes. And what's that? Oh, more beer!
Rao, my boy, let me show you how to use that new bow of yours. You will now learn to use your bow. While holding the bow, you can target enemies on the ground using the right analog stick, as you do with your sword. Press the button assigned to an enemy to fire an arrow as an attack. This is okay, but is slow, limits your range, and may require more than one shot to kill an enemy. To further your range, hit enemies up above and perhaps kill with a single arrow, but you must aim carefully. Hold down the L1 button and maneuver the left analog stick to aim freely. Try it now. When you are aiming this way, you can target an enemy or object. When targeted, an X icon will appear above the enemy or object. You would then press the X button to fire your arrow. Hold the L1 button and aim the left analog stick to target a gong. Then press the X button to fire your arrow. When you have hit both gongs, we will continue. Good enough for shooting gongs. Shooting enemies is another matter. When you target an enemy, the X icon will flash. This means you are aiming for the enemy's body and will need a few arrows to take your enemy down. Let's try shooting the body of the dummy. Hold down the L1 button, aim for the dummy, and when the X icon flashes, fill the dummy with some arrows. Try it now. Useful, but it's best to take an enemy down with one arrow when you can. To do this, target the enemy, then carefully aim up with the left analog stick until the X icon is solid. When the X icon is solid, press the X button to fire your arrow. Your aim is true, and that is all I will teach you here today. There are spare arrows out here, so you may practice for as long as you like. Rao, always be on the lookout for enemies wearing armor. They are a greater threat and impervious to arrows. By the gods, those birds are a racket! Remember, flocks of birds may be good for distracting enemies. Try disturbing a flock of birds to get the enemy's attention, then sneak up from behind for an easy kill. Now, back to the job. Archers are especially dangerous, Rao. They can harm you while remaining out of reach of your sword. Use your bow to kill them, or just silently pass them by. In any combat situation, take out enemies holding horns first. Otherwise, they will alert others to your presence. By the gods, those birds are a racket! Remember, flocks of birds may be good for distracting enemies. Try disturbing a flock of birds to get the enemy's attention, then sneak up from behind for an easy kill. Now, back to the job. Keep your mind on the job, Rao. Though that squealing bag of meat may be good for distracting enemies, try shooting a pig to get the enemy's attention. But be careful. Now, back to work. Another shot and we'll be having that pig for dinner. You are indeed a brave warrior, Rao. You saved us all from that vicious pig. Now let's get back to it.
Rao, I don't like the look of that dark stranger sitting over there. You watch him. I got the feeling there's more to him than meets the eye.
That creepy old man needs to stop staring at me or I'm gonna break a bottle over his head.
You, boy. You are the one they call Rao. Word of your skills in combat are spreading far, young man. I am looking to hire someone such as you, someone looking for adventure, someone who does not shy away from a challenge. There is a forest north of here you may have heard of called Hayadoko. It has a reputation for being a dangerous place to pass through. People enter it, but few people leave. At the center of this place lays an ancient tomb, hidden undisturbed for a millennia, guarded by the forces within those woods. I have no interest in treasure,
as I am a wealthy man and can pay you handsomely for your trouble. I am, however, interested in a scroll that is said to be in the tomb. This parchment has no value to the common man. It is only a record of my ancestry, written in an ancient tongue. Rao, I am an old man trying to understand the breadth of my line. Let us say that this document will allow my family to re-establish its proper place in society. If you procure me this scroll, I will make you a very wealthy man.